How is it that you can use PR to get high quality backlinks? Hi guys, my name is Deepak Shukla, founder at Pearl Lemon PR. We are a public relations agency based in the UK, USA, as well as Uganda, and serving clients worldwide. And here today in day number 28 of our public relations training. We are 39 days of public relations training. We're here, of course, to talk about using PR to get high quality links. But before we get into it, feel free to click the link in the description below to get access to 11 additional strategies that we're not sharing in this training. So look, fundamentally, let's go through a couple of these elements. So what is it that I mean by high quality backlinks? What I mean by that is sites that have good domain authority or good domain rating, and that can be ascribed by SEO ultimately tools such as, or companies such as Moz, such as Ahrefs, such as SEMrush, such as Majestic. There's others, but they all give relative metrics on the quality of a website. And typically that quality is given by, if this is a website, if this is your website, if this is Pearl Lemon PR, the number of links pointing to Pearl Lemon PR will give someone indication, more or less, of its domain authority, let's say. And that's a metric that is useful when, and again, this relates to, what is the purpose of the PR campaign? So the purpose for some of our clients is to drive commercial inquiries, and the way that they want to do that is by going higher up on Google. So using PR to get high quality backlinks is the game, or is part of SEO. So this is the realms of digital PR, and it might be the case that, well, you know what, I want to get into a bunch of newspapers because then I can use that activity to get higher up on Google for relevant keyword terms, because from the newspapers or from the publications or the various sites, whatever platform or format or medium that might be on, I'm going to get written about on that website or mentioned. My website, my main website is going to get mentioned, which is here. Here's my main website. And as a consequence of getting mentioned, if this is the website, I'm going to start getting all of these links coming to my website. That's going to increase my domain authority. And then as a consequence, that's going to increase my website's ranking on Google for relevant keywords. So if, for example, you are in the field of private aviation, then you might want to run a PR campaign to get higher up on Google for private jets for hire, as an example, if you're in the space of private aviation. So hopefully you've been able to follow what we're discussing here. And then in terms of how to get high quality backlinks, the important part here comes really with the executive search process. So assuming that your journey to get, or part of the journey is to get higher up on Google, then getting high quality backlinks is going to be important. And with that in mind, what you want to do when you ultimately do your research is to identify publications that give backlinks fundamentally. So the way that you could figure that out is by looking at which sites already give backlinks. Now, there's backlinks that are do follow as well as no follow. Do follow is a lot more powerful. No follow, it relates to a snippet that's in the HTML file, but do follow is when they want to pass on the attribution, and no follow is just when they don't, effectively. So you've got do follow and you've got no follow. Of the two, do follow is definitely the one that's of the highest relevance to you, and no follow is definitely something that is still of relevance but not half as much as do follow. So what you want to do when you're doing your research of identifying publications, and this is something that a PR agency such as Pearl Lemon could do for you. We'll do the executive search and all of the outreach. You want to identify the publications that will give you fundamentally a do follow link, and many of them don't. This is the important part that you need to consider, that many of them don't actually do that. So you could get a bunch of good press, but it might not get you the quality, not always, it might not get you the quality backlinks that you're looking for, which then might not help your Google journey, if you will. So that's the thing that you need to consider when you're looking at a campaign, a public relations campaign, that what is the end goal? What are you trying to do? And if you want to get quality backlinks, then you need to look at and identify publication. There's various tools that do this when you identify a series of publications, and then you can work out which ones are giving links, which ones are not, and which ones, when they do give give the do follow attribution, and from the sites that do give links, which ones have a great domain authority, as well as organic traffic and a couple of other metrics. But fundamentally, the how is to a degree the same in terms of looking at tactical strategies to do outreach and to look at them piece by piece. And if you want more information on the strategies, then you'd want to go back to training number 16 as well as 15, and then also look at 13 where we're talking about link building again. So those would be the ones. But fundamentally, this is a continuation of that. There's some of the elements you really need to think about, and then once you've identified the publications, you can then conduct ultimately an appropriate backlink or rather PR campaign to get the backlinks that you need. All right, cheers, guys.